Yo, I ain't stressing today. Bounce. Peace and love is on my mind. I ain't stressing today. Hold up. I ain't stressing today. Bounce. I'ma tell you one more time. I ain't stressing today. Yeah, I ain't stressing today. Bounce. Watch my whip today. I buffed it up good with the Shannon. Feeling good. Think I might just pull up on my granny. We watch that Wheel of Fortune while we eat that church chicken. She tell me that she been thinking one day I'm gonna win a Grammy. I say now shout out to my barber, that boy on a mission. Got my line so crispy when I talk they pay attention. And my lady is so bad, swear she was born in her bag. Had to give her extra cash to go tip her beautician. Like how you look that good? I'm about to show you off, let's cruise up through my neighborhood. You said my partner tried to holler, boy I wish he would. You know what, I ain't even much tripping. I'm confident in me so can't nobody catch me slipping. And don't call.
Peace, y'all. Welcome to today's Hump Day Reading. I wanted to do a little different. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to have us like flowing from Tuesday into Wednesday. And then tomorrow I'll do Jupiter flowing Wednesday into Thursday. I was like, oh, okay, I like that. That's real organized. We like that sunshine life organization. Let's go. So that's where I'm at with it. So welcome to the Hump Day Reading. My name is Sunshine Monie. Providing you with energy awareness of this universe, the last and the next. Happy Moon conjunct Saturn, y'all. Challenges to our insight and stuff, and we love it here. And that's always fun. Gang off in this thing. So you already know what we finna do. Finna pull some cards for each modality. You know what I'm saying? We got earth, wind, fire, and water. How come there's no water in earth, wind, and fire? Anybody ever think to put the water in that John? Is the water silent? We don't know. It's all right. But yeah, I want to chat with y'all on this Wednesday. I actually wanted to talk to y'all about Mercury a little bit, but then what had happened was, so today is not only the first day of the third decade of the month, and we know from the last Saturn day that we did that Saturn rules over the third sphere and the third Sephiroth of understanding, and we went to that whole thing about who's your authority and peace. And welcome y'all that's coming in. My bad, my eyes wasn't even down here, y'all. Hey y'all. We go into the third sphere of understanding, you know, and that's all Saturn energy. And not only is that associated with Saturn, but we have also entered the first day of Jeb in alignment with the Egyptian calendar. Jeb is the 10th sphere. This is the sphere of earth. This is the below, being rooted in the belowness and things, being rooted in the earthly things. So I guess it's like a divine alignment that we are chatting about Virgo energy and Mercury and Mercurian vibes and all those things Mercury. Well, we're not going to do all those things Mercury just for time reasons, but what we will do is we are going to go over as much as we can. But you know, to go over anything extra, I would say you got to sign up for my course, Cosmic Nobodies University. The course is beginning October, y'all. So, you know, message me if you guys are interested in signing up for the course to, you know, really get into the theme. So, let's dive into it a little bit. I'm trying to like walk and chew gum at the same time, because, you know, I wanted to share this video everywhere, and you know, like double effort. But I'm getting there. Hold on a second. Bear with me, y'all. Double tag. Peace OS. Thank you for the likes. Welcome. Hey HH, come in. Feel free to like, have a seat, share, all that fun stuff as we get ready to talk about Wednesday. Thank you. There we go. And here we go. And here we go. Peace, KK Boogie. Welcome. Hey, Madam. Hey, Jenny and Roxanne. Peace, y'all. Welcome. Feel free to come in, like, tap the screen, share to your friends. We're about to get in on the Hump Day Reading. Moving too fast, moving faster than my computer wants to move. That's okay. I am patient. Present. There we go. Oh, I put 9/20. I want to be in September so bad. Hey, Sean. Hey, Roxanne. Welcome, welcome. All right. Well, let's chat about Mercury a little bit now that we're on this hump day. And then we're going to go over the astrological report. And then I'm going to pull some cards for y'all. And you already know what to do. If you would like a personalized reading, go ahead and put your name in the chat. And I'll pull some cards for you. Ashe? Ashe. Okay. So we have Mercury. Mercury is ruled by Earth. Of course, this is ruled by the Pentacles card. Mercury rules Virgo and Gemini. We're going to get more so into the sixth house vibes of things today. Hey, Stephanie. Welcome, welcome. We're going to get more so into the sixth house vibes of things and how that aligns with the Virgo energy. We're going to tap on the Virgo energy a little bit, align it with the other, horoscopes or astrologies of things, and just go on from there. So Mercury, as far as the gematria goes, the numbers are 4593397. And this all adds up to the number 4. So 4 being that number of stability. Peace, goddess. Welcome, welcome. Peace. Hey, Tammy. Welcome in. Hey, Pam. Hey, James. Hey, Mark. So we talk about 4. 4 being a number of stability. 4 is the number of like foundation of all things. When you get into the Masonic square of things, everything is founded on the 4 or whatever. So Mercury is also, I don't know if you guys knew this, but Mercury, as far as ruling like the Virgo energy, Virgo is actually the new year for a lot of different cultures, especially like ancient Egyptian culture. The new year is actually September 11th, believe it or not. How ironic is that? Hey, Tiffany. Hey, Douglas. Hey, Starseed. Welcome, welcome. Come in, come in. Peace, y'all. So Mercury is exalted by Virgo energy, of course, because Virgo assists with the problem solving desires and what else? There we go. Mercury and Virgo align to help with the problem solving, the communication, executing ideas and plans. Excuse me, let me slow down. Doing too much. Is debilitated by Pisces. Pisces is the opposite sign. Is debilitated by Pisces. Peace, Deborah. Peace, y'all. Because the communication gets diluted by the fantasies of Pisces. Pisces kind of like to be all out there, in their thoughts and stuff like that. And it kind of like shakes the ground of the stable, practical Virgo energy that Mercury has. So Pisces lacks that practicality. It's also an escapist rather than problem solving. Mercury owns Gemini energy. So peace, D. How you doing, beloved? Gemini is the output of the expression, where Mercury makes the decisions and all those things. It's expressed through Gemini. Also being curious and witty is Gemini energy, and that's why Mercury owns that energy. Mercury is also friends with the Sun and Venus because we love to have problem-solving experiences. We love to put our practicality and all those things, harvesting. The Sun deals with our ego and our experiences, and Venus brings that creative energy into our communication and our expression and decision-making skills. Venus also brings the beauty and love to those realms too when we're communicating, and that helps with like the sharp tongue that Mercurians can have without that Venus alignment. This is also the concept of Ta. So like thinking about the concept of Ta, it's like, you make sure that your heart is reflecting on the outside. So it's like you say things with you decide things with your heart, but you speak it with your tongue. Hey Nitty, how you doing, beloved? And then Mercury is enemy with the moon. So the Mercury can like antagonize the moon with a sense of practicality, whereas like the moon wants to be like all over the place and kind of like, in those cycles and stuff like that. Mercury craves that stability, the cycles, equality of things. some crystals for my Mercurians also on this mercurial day. Agate, aventurine, mica, and citron. Agate and aventurine are really good, like merchant stones. They're good for riches and peace to you. How you doing today? Happy Wednesday. They bring, your abundance, your funds, okay? Also dealing with the heart chakra, again, reminding you guys that Venus and Mercury are friends with each other. You're maintaining, that's good. I love to hear it. How did you enjoy the moon aligning with Saturn? Actually, when I went outside not too long ago, I saw Saturn all hugged up with the moon, looking all pretty. It's like, okay, I see y'all. I see y'all outside. Mercury is also associated with the color green, which is fertility, hope, happiness, change, nature, friendship, peace, adaptation, harmony, freedom, empathy, renewal, and also cures eye ailments, green vegetables. You know what I'm saying? Peace, y'all. Welcome, welcome. Feel free to tap the screen, share all that fun stuff. The Magician card is also associated with Mercury. I saw it too while I was coming home on my motorcycle. It was nice out. Yeah, it was nice out. I live in the East Coast, and I feel like this full moon brought on autumn. Like, it just got like really cold. Like, I really want to put some socks on, y'all. And a cardigan. Between yesterday and today, it just got really cool outside. My house is in Jersey. Yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm in Jersey, and it just got like really cool. Yesterday, that full moon was like, yeah, you ready? You ready for pumpkin spice? I heard y'all was wearing Uggs. Like, yeah, we about to. But Mercury is also associated with the Magician card. This is getting plans and all aspects of life organized, sense of perfectionism, using all the elements equally. Again, coming to that equal energy, which we'll figure out why in a minute, because Mercury also rules the house, the sixth house, and 6 is the number of equality in the supreme mathematics, which is always fun. Handling chaos situations effortlessly is heavy on the Magician card too. I love the Magician card. It's my favorite. Yeah, it did. I was flying home. Yeah, it did. It did bring in that energy. Hey, Dante. Hey, John. How y'all doing? Hey, Nay. Hey, Christine and Douglas. Peace, y'all. So the 6th house. Oh, and just to let y'all know, the tarot card. Oh, yeah. Mercury rules over the 6th house. And when we get into the number 6, when you pull tarot cards, if you pull 1, 6, it's a good omen. Like, okay, good things happening here. We're equal. But if you pull more than 1, 6 and you start pulling a bunch of 6s, this is a sense of like overwhelming and overburdening, your energy. But when we deal with the 6th house, we're dealing with enemies and debts and diseases, health and well-being. Anybody got a planet in the 6th house? If you do, feel free to comment in the chat what planet you got in the 6th house. Let's talk about it. 9-5 vibes. What up with you? Do you have a planet in the 6th house? But yeah, so enemies, deaths, and diseases, health and well-being. Good health constitutes to having a brave attitude towards life. So like, if you're brave enough to heal yourself, like, big deal. You know what I mean? Because a lot of the times in order to heal ourselves, we have to go against the grain of what everybody else is doing. It does put you in a certain kind of light or life, that's different to everyone else's. Having to make certain moves and make certain choices, etc., etc. Attitude towards life difficulties, dealing with daily routines and habits. The choices made over a lifetime create the body that's found in this house. So once you get to that point where you start sitting in the turnaround of how you've been treating your body, you're in your 6th house energy. Hey, Solo Bay. I don't have Solo Boy. I'm sorry, your phone is far away. I don't have any placements in the 6th house. I have to see what rules over my 6th house. But no, I don't have any planets in my 6th house. Do y'all have planets in your 6th house? We tend to focus on time and calendar management, planets transiting through this house. In fact, I have a notebook. Where I wrote down all my planet placements because it's so much to remember off the top of my head. Because I do asteroids and everything, and I do all my charts, and it's the whole thing. I want to say it's this notebook, but I don't think so. I think it's that. I was right. It's I have a lot of notebooks. I have a ridiculous amount of notebooks. Ooh, I lied to y'all. So my North Node is in the 6th house. Jesus Christ. That's interesting. Ooh. So, yeah, that's what I got over there. Trophically speaking, my Aquarius, my North Node is an Aquarius in the 6th house. That's the only thing I have in the 6th house, thankfully. But this is where like diseases and enemies and debt and all that fun is. Maybe like Aquarius energy is like detaching from all of it. Fuck it. You study more science. I see a lot of literature. I do have the circle 7 over here. It's a little tattered because it's old. Someone gave it to me, and it was old when they gave it to me, but I do have a circle 7 up there. I study a little bit. Man, you have a lot of books. You must love reading. I do love reading. I do this all day long. I don't really do too much anything else. I really don't. I probably should do other things, but I don't. So yeah. If you have a planet in the 6th house, this is where you would focus on like debt and organization, your daily routine and your habits. The choices tend to focus on time and calendar management. Your planets found here are fueled by organization and structure. Planets transiting through this house help us form habits and redefine their schedule, work habits, analytical nature, pets, a sense of usefulness, fitness, and schedules. Also, helpfulness and being of service to others is also the 6th house. This also rules over our digestive system, which is a big one. I don't know. I'm a Virgo too. I'm a Virgo stellium. My Sun, Moon, Mercury, and Venus are all in Virgo. That's probably why I read a lot. And then my Mars and Vesta are in Gemini. All still Mercury energy. So the thing with Virgos is we feel everything in our gut. So all that nervous energy, the worrying and stuff, I've gotten really good with it. When I was younger, I was a mess. My stomach was always messed up and I could not figure out why. Thank you. I appreciate that, Nikki. You as well. But yeah, I could not figure out why my stomach was always hurting. And after a while, I was just like, I started to get like a grip on my anxiety and always worrying about things and always seeing the future. And then it wasn't even like I would see the future in brightness. It was always doom and gloom and something to worry about, even when I wanted to see it in a good space. I don't know. That's worrying and overanalyzing is a Virgo trait. But yeah, let's go back to the 6. So yeah, this rules our digestive system, the kidney, the uterus, and the anus, the house of sickness. Planets connected to the 6th house cause disease. The weakening of this house brings in sickness. Jupiter is weakened here, but then I also heard that, hey PhD, peace, love. I also heard that or read that Jupiter also brings like positive energy here. So it's like when that Virgo energy goes into it's like overthinking and stuff like that. Hey Royal. When the Jupiter brings out the optimism and the generosity and the luck out of that, kind of like being like the jolly older brother to Mercury, like doom and gloom type energy, if you will, which is pretty cool. But then I also saw that like depending on the aspects and stuff, Jupiter can also get weakened by that overthinking and overanalyzing and worry energy as well. So one or the other. But that was according to like Vedic astrology. And does neutralize Jupiter's positive qualities. All planets get weakened here. The 6th house in the Kundli, which is the Vedic astrology, is associated with Satru Baba, and this is the house of enemies, and it indicates enemies, diseases, debts, and obstacles. And it decides what type of work you should do, how hard you can work, your physical strength, and it rules your stomach, intestines, and digestive tract. Again, coming back to the word obstacles, hostilities, challenges, debts, etc. And also deals with legalities, disputes, lawsuits, doctors, healers, police, and army persons, what type of illnesses you will attract. Satru Baba signifies the amount of hostility one can have or experience and how they manage debts and loans. Red coral and blue sapphire strengthen the 6th house. So remember that. I do have a big red coral ring. That is so, I have to get my sapphire piece. 6. And supreme mathematics is the number of equality. We got the 3 on 3, so making sure like there is an equal realm of creation. 6 deals with the 6-pointed star. This is force behind nature and evolution. Unrest and incompleteness with 2 triangles. They vibrate with the thinker and the reasoner, the prophet and the cosmic mother. It's also associated with Venus. The colors orange and scarlet, and the heliotrope. And as far as the alchemist year goes, which is added up by numerology, when we're in the year of 6, we are in the element of lead. This is being the energy is like people born of the lead year are shy and sensitive. They cling to harmful situations or harmful people, rigid character but very loyal, can't stand injustice, evil, or lies, professional, and love to help those in need. When we deal with the 6th sphere, as far as the Sephiroth and Sebek, hey, Earth Dragon, how you doing, beloved? Yeah, as below, above, that is the quality energy of the 6th, because you go from the conscious to the unconscious realm, and then also going from the non-physical, the thought, to the physical, because September is also the energy of the harvest and the autumn equinox and stuff. So it's bringing, all those realms of equality. And that's also why Mercury is associated with the Magician card, because you're like using all 4 elements to make things, or 5 if you count the ethers. But yeah, 6th sphere is Heru. This is Leo energy. We're dealing with Tepereth, which is the heart that's on fire in the middle. All roads lead to the Tepereth. That's where we get that also that equality, because Tepereth is also the chakra, or Leo, the 5th house, the heart chakra, is also the chakra between the 3 upper and the 3 lower. So again, we got that 3 and 3, that 6 in the middle again. And Peace Tree, how you doing, beloved? So Leo is like, you see that image of the heart that be on fire. This is your altar. This is the middle ground of self, right? Maintained through coordination, will, courage, discipline, upper and lower balance. This is the masculine and the feminine side of the heart. The Sephiroth and the spheres, as far as Metu Netter goes, can blend or coincide a little bit with astrology and those different definitions, because of course when I talk about Mercury, of course we think about the throat chakra and communication and teaching and learning. However, when we get into the Sephiroth, Mercury is actually associated with the solar plexus chakra of enforcement. The celestial, not enforcement, is associated with sphere 8 of Sebek, which is the celestial technicians. And then we can get into, again, the 6, the number 6 being associated with Tippereth, which brings us back to the energy of equality and the equal energy, the equinox energy of Virgo energy. So they all kind of flow into each other, if you see that. Also, September is the 9th month of the year. There's no number higher than 9. 9 is the number of completion and wholeness. 9 also brings you to that energy of optimism. And, we get into that Sagittarius energy, right? Because Sagittarius rules over 9th house. That brings us back to Jupiter. Jupiter can be strengthened in that Mercury 6th house. That brings us to a 6 and 9. That brings us back to Cancer, right? Because Cancer is 6 and 9, right? So, being able to swarm all those concepts together, that's key, because even though they're separate, they're still one if you know how to put them together, right? But yeah, so coral, copper, apatite, bloodstone, citrine, jade, labradorite, onyx, topaz. These are all crystals that can be associated with the number 6. This is the union of the conscious and the unconscious, perfection, wholeness, healing, love, wisdom, responsibility, release, idealism, loyalty, harmony, domesticity, and truthfulness. So that's the 6. We went over the gematria of Mercury, which is the 4, bringing us back into the earth and bringing things together. That's me, 7/10. Oh, you're July 10th. You're a Tippereth. That's what's up. So now we get into Virgo. Virgo is 49976, which I found interesting because of the 9 9s. Then you also have 4. Then you ended it up with a 6. And the 7 house can also be Libra. But you started it with a 4 though. V being the 4. I like it here. I like this gematria here with the Virgo energy. But it all adds up to 8, which is also very interesting that Virgo adds up to 8 because 8 is the 8th sphere and Mercury rules over the 8th sphere. This is sphere is Sebek. Hey, Kayshawn. Peace. Hey, Shelton. Hey, Bridget. Welcome, welcome. Feel free to tap the screen, like and share and all that fun stuff. So Virgo adds up to the 8. And this is Sebek. The letters associated with Virgo is L, which is 3, the creation. Peace. Hey Max. Hey Joe Dirt. How y'all doing? Thank you for the follow. So, and then you also have 4, which is the letter M, is 4. So not only do you have creation, but you also have like the stabilization. What's that creation? That brings the 3 and 4 come together and make 7. That's the number of God. That's the number of perfection, right? Virgo is earth. It's a mutable sign. So that means that it adapts to the other energies that it's around. You're Virgo too? Me too. Gang. Death to worry. And it's also associated with Noah's Ark. So there is an image. Of course, I'll put that piece of paper away. But you have, you know how the ark above, then you have the firmament in the middle, and then you have Sheol at the bottom, right? So when you're dealing with the letters L and M, you're kind of like on the northeast side of the arc, so you're above. And we got into that a lot more when we were talking about Saturn last Saturn day, because those letters of Saturn are associated with the underworld and the Sheol. But this one we go above. We're in the skies now. Virgo season is usually September 2nd minus 9:19. And no, you cannot. Anyway, August 23rd to September 22nd. This is a heavy mental energy, practical, efficient, grounded, hardworking, and great problem solving, prideful, worrying, and having a hard time detaching from the schedule, which is probably why my North Node is in Aquarius in the 6th house. That is so wild. You gave me a lot to chew on just now under this Aquarius Capricorn moon. But yeah, don't require grand gestures, but they do appreciate the recognition for their work. Perfectionists that are very independent and self-reliant, sharp-minded, and great negotiators wins debates. They can see the big picture and still pay attention to the detail. Dedicated, resourceful, and helpful. Here comes my dog because he heard the dog next door. Being a person of servitude also can be judgmental and overthinking. Virgo energy is associated with Eshu or Eshua, Papa Legba, Ilegwa, those type energies. Peace. Welcome, welcome. Hey. Also associated with the throat chakra, so communication, speaking and learning, teaching and listening, invoking things into your space through the communication. Thank you for the likes. Thank you, sis. Also dealing with Sebek, like we talked about, Virgo being an 8 and Sebek being an 8th sphere in the tree of life, which is the opposing forces in the left brain. And according to Raul Nafir of Metu Netter, 8th sphere in the tree of life is where man's ill lies, because we get so caught up in the classification of people, places, things, and situations that we can't really see past differences sometimes, or we get so caught up in like being in that oneness that we kind of forget the importance of the classification. So it's kind of like having, again, coming back to that 6, the equality of both, pulling that magician card of the differences are welcomed and so are likenesses. But labeling, curious people seeking details and memories, gentle with animals. This is the month of Elul, according to the Kabbalah. The completion of the lunar year. 9 is the number of completion. There is no number higher than 9. People born of this month have the need to achieve financial security through working and a great need to serve society. People born under this sign of Virgo are great as doctors, nurses, or any profession healing the body and soul, social workers, service techs, bankers, accountants, and in professions of beauty and fashion. The end of the lunar year expresses the Virgos' need to check and criticize their actions, just like at the end of the year, you would, if you click on like effects when you go live, they have like a whole bunch of different backgrounds you could choose from. Haze energy, peace, love. Thank you for the likes. Yeah. So like, you know, how at the end of the year when you like look back on like, especially as a business owner, you look back on your, you know, your expenses, you know, like an income tax type situation. That's like the vibe of Virgo. Like this is where we go back and we look back on all the different things and stuff like that. The end of it is easy to see what is wrong with others, but what is wrong within is what the Virgo must learn. The correction of Virgo is complete when they learn to love, honor, and accept others as they are without criticism, judgment, or trying to change them. Unconditional love is the goal. Mercury in the Hebrew calendar is Kochav, Kochav. This is not a financial easy month due to changes in business because it is a mutable energy. Also, heavy migration happens this month. There are more international connections and meetings happening this month as well as we get into that transition. You know, people going to school. Hey, Sharif, how you doing, beloved? You know, people changing into work. People change jobs around this period of time. People change locations. People usually move from their homes before the winter time comes or whatever. There's a lot of moving and transitioning that happens during this month, which is pretty interesting how it's in alignment with the 9. And, you know, Virgo is mutable and also the energy of the harvest. Hey, author. So as far as Virgo goes, it is sextile Cancer and Scorpio energy. Sextile is a positive. So Virgo energy is supported by Cancer, the nurturing Cancer, again, coming back to that 6-9 of the womb of Cancer. And then it's also supported by that Scorpius energy. It's square Gemini and Sagittarius energy. So square is like a challenge. So whatever Virgo energy you have, if it's around like another Gemini energy or whatever, you know, there's a lot of challenges that go there because while Virgo was like a little bit more practical, you know, even though they're both ruled by Mercury, Virgo has more of that earth where Gemini is air and everywhere. So like that could be a bit of a challenge. Sagittarius is also a challenge to Virgo energy. And that's because, again, coming back to that Jupiter energy, Jupiter can be weakened. Oh, hey, peace. How are you? I see you. How's it going? Jupiter can be like strengthened by being in that 6th house energy, or it could be weakened. You know, it depends on the aspects and a lot of other things. But bringing back to that Sagittarius energy, how it can be squared, it could provide a bit of a challenge to the overthinking, that worrier. And then here comes this big jolly, you know, Jupiter Sagittarius energy. And then you have see my photos. Thank you. I had a lot of fun over this weekend. It was really dope. It was a dope way to spend an 888. And that also was a day of 6, which was really cool. That was a nice alignment of days. Virgo is also opposite water because Virgo is an earth sign. So being opposite water, whereas like, you know, earth is more grounded, more in the physical, water is more emotional. And then the opposite, as far as the sign goes, is Pisces. And we know that Mercury is debilitated in Pisces because Mercury wants problem solving, wants groundedness, wants practicality, while Pisces energy wants fantasy. And sometimes that can go, you know, head to head. As far as harmony goes, that's trine. So Virgo is trine Capricorn energy and Aquarius energy. They move in harmony together. Oh, that makes me like my chart even more. I'm on harmony, except for my Mars and Vesta. It's a little challenge there. It's really my focus. I need to be everywhere. Hey Goldie, hey Grace. Peace. How you doing? Hey Sarah. Welcome to the Wednesday reading. So crystals that are associated with Virgo is moss agate, amazonite, amethyst, azurite, carnelian, chrysocolla, citron, fossil, creedite, garnet, hematite, jade, jasper, lapis, lotus stone, opal, peridot, ruby, sapphire, sodalite, tiger's eye, vanadite, watermelon tourmaline, zircon. Also the colors gray, silver, dark green, white, and the element of earth. All associated with Mercurian energy, right? So basically you can infer that colors is kind of like a blue-green, a blue-green brown. If you find crystals of those likeness, most likely they will be beneficial to you in your Mercurian energy or your Virgo, Gemini type of energy. Ashe, ashe. The Hermit card is associated with Virgo energy because this is the vibe of being in solitude, self-analysis, contemplation. Also time for yourself to recharge. If you pull this card in reverse, it's the victim to pride and also needing some type of advice. So don't let your pride go and go on and get that advice. Okay. The King of Pentacles is also associated with Virgo energy, and this is the person handling responsibilities and love together very well. So that is like the divine equality. I can, love life, enjoy the creativities of life, emotional stuff on deck, and still taking care of responsibilities. The Brown Bear is associated with Virgo energy in alignment with the Native American astrology, and this is practical and dutiful, intelligent, curious, enjoying routine and serving, being introverted and cautious, must learn to resist isolation because it can be tempting for those of you with heavy Virgo placements like myself. I ain't gonna hold you. I have been in hermit mode like all summer. I guess I failed the test this year, and that's okay. In my defense, Mercury went in retro. I didn't see anything wrong with me going backwards. I enjoy it here. I like being by myself. It doesn't take much for someone to make me want to feel like, oh, okay, let me cut you off because I like being alone anyway. I guess I got to stop doing that. I'm going to work on it. Yeah, it's 12. Hey, we're in that space of equality. 3s on 3s. Bring us back to 6. Ashe on the 821. Back on the 3. I love that because 8 and 3 is 11. And we're about to talk about September 11th, which is the Egyptian New Year. Yay. In 2024, this will make the year 6,236. The ancient Egyptian calendar uses a 13-month calendar. We are in the season of Aket, which is the season of flooding around this time. So here's my theory. But it's probably not a big theory. I'm pretty sure there's other people who know about this, but they don't want to talk about it because then it would dilute everything that we were taught in public school. But in my mindset, that whole period of time, I think it was like 2020 or 21, everybody was having dreams about like 2 suns or whatever. But like Sirius has an A, B, and C, right? And so here's my theory. My theory is that, hello, Dan, our seasons are actually created by how close our sun is with Sirius. And so when you have the summertime, we know that's when the sun is conjunct Sirius star. That begins in the beginning of July and it ends around like August 12th. How's your day going, Dan? Ends around August 12th, right? And that's when we end that. Now, from August 12th to September, then we start getting the hurricanes. The science experiment in my mind that aligns with that is, say I have, a pot of water on the stove and it's boiling and I have the lid on top. When I take the lid off, the steam, it starts to condense on the lid and it's back to water again, right? So that, in my mind, is the hurricane season. You don't let the water boil with the lid on. Now we're popping the lid off because Sirius star is going back down. It's starting to set. It's not in conjunction with our sun anymore. It's moving further and further away now. And so now you're taking the lid off of the pot and now we have condensation. We have hurricane season. So that's my mindset on that. And as we get into the winter time, it's when Sirius star is the furthest away. That solstice is when it's the furthest away. And then when we come to the summer solstice is when Sirius is the closest to us. Now that's my theory on it. One day when I become an adventurer, I'll prove this. It's my soul's mission to prove this or whatever. Then that also gets in alignment with the Dogon tribe and how they celebrate Sirius star. And they celebrate the close when Sirius star actually comes back into the ecliptic, to the sun's ecliptic, which is actually scheduled to happen in 2027, which is pretty interesting because it's beginning hotter. And I just saw a video not too long ago on TikTok with somebody like crying. They supposedly were like a scientist. And they were crying and saying that global warming is happening. Well, let's break down the word global warming. The globe is warming. Parts of the globe is warming. It's not necessarily, hey, Boogie, how you doing, beloved? It's not necessarily the whole globe. It's a part of it. And it's really just the pole shifting as the earth begins to shift and the moon is moving further from the earth and certain planets are getting closer or further from the earth. It's the whole thing. Hi, Lila. How you doing? Welcome. It's the whole thing. So as Sirius star starts to get closer and closer to the ecliptic, it will start getting hotter and hotter. Like that's just inevitable. So just prepare for it. The globe will get warmer. It's a part of it. So yeah, where was I? September 11th being the Egyptian New Year. In 2024, we will be in the year 6,236. We are the season of a cat with the season of the flooding. The month of Menhet is dedicated to Ta. You know, I love Ta. Ta. Learn to one to communicate with your heart first, and then let your throat do the rest. This is September 1st through 16th. Is the month of Het Heru, dedicated to Hathor. That starts September 17th through the 30th. And it actually goes further than that to October 16th. Hey, Neat, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. This is the Hump Day Reading, talking about all things Wednesday and Mercury. In Vedic, Virgo energy is Kanya. In Arabic, it's Al-Atara. In Yoruba, it's Eshu. In Celtic, this is the vine. Celtic or Druid, whichever way you want to go. This is the vine. It's from September 2nd to the 29th. This is the energy of the equalizer, which is interesting because 2 and 9 is 11. So it's actually 9-2 to 9-2. I don't know, just playing with numbers. This is the energy of the equalizer, coming back to the concept of the 6. Adaptive, unpredictable, strong-spirited. This is the lizard, the hound, the white swan, and the emerald. Mercury rules over the decision-making mind and how one communicates, teaches, and learns. The Beck is the 8th sphere in the tree of life. This is celestial technicians, the opposing forces, labeling the left brain, also associated with the masculine side of the solar plexus chakra. So, as I try to put my notes together, when we get deeper into the 8th sphere, get down, move. We get into Sebek. This is Splendor, which is Had. Again, labeling left brain celestial technician. This is the 5th act of creation. Species and variations are formed here. Celestial workers take shape. They separate the wholes into parts. Experiencing a reality versus being acquired, as far as believing acquired info, which is something that was touched earlier today in a live that I was on TikTok. Like knowing when information that you're receiving is firsthand versus secondhand. So do you guys that's watching, like, what's firsthand knowledge to you versus secondhand knowledge? For me, firsthand knowledge is when I go to source, like meditating, like grounding myself, hearing the answer, etc., etc. But when I go to like secondhand knowledge, to me, secondhand knowledge is probably what I spend the majority of my time doing. Reading books, might be watching a documentary, watching a film, having a conversation with someone else. Like, to me, that's secondhand knowledge because I didn't experience that. I didn't go through that. I didn't do the scientific experiment myself. I didn't do the grounding. That's not my information. I'm reading information that someone else wrote and put into a book. And there's a possibility that their information is secondhand, as sometimes it's proven because they'll have like a works cited in the back of their book to show like all the other people that they've gotten this knowledge from. So that's my definition. If you guys want to talk to me, so I don't feel like I'm talking to myself. I don't know. Usually I do very well on these on Wednesdays. Today I just feel a little, I guess because I don't know. Anyway, this is what happens when you be in hermit mode too long. When you come out, even if virtually come out, it's just like, oh, okay. But yeah, so experiencing a reality versus believing acquired info is heavy here on this sphere. Like, we know the words, but we lack experience behind the words. And I think that we need to, as a collective, get more into the experience behind the words and not so much just getting caught up on the words that we read and stuff. I do have a desire to be an explorer. I don't know how people become these things. Maybe somebody help me reach out to the people on Discovery Channel or something. I don't know. But I watched Wild Thornberries and I was like, dang, that needs to be me. And then as I got older, it became less about animals and more about astrology. I want to be like a traveling sky watcher, doing the above and below, showing you guys how different like below things is mirroring the above. Like, I think that would be so fly. That's the goal of mine. I want to experience things. It's like the way the life is set up, the way society has set up people's lives for them. It's like, no, you can only trust what we tell you. You can't really experience these things. You can't really do these things. or only like 10 people can do it out of 7 billion people in the world. Like, that's so wild. And then those people have to sign an NDA, so they can't tell you what they've experienced. You have to read our books that we decide to write. Like, bro, that's so wild. Welcome back, Dan. How you doing, love? But yeah, that's what's happening in the Had. Had is beneath Javora, which is severity. That's severity sphere, and left of Netzach, which is victory, and also leads to Tippereth, which is beauty. And it needs a balance of emotion and intellect to manifest the material world. And glory, vision, prophecy, and clarity are also in alignment here with Had, the sphere of Had. So that's what we have there as far as the can't stay but stopped in to support. I always appreciate you popping in, K-Sean. Thank you. So that's what we have for as far as the spheres go and the Kabbalah and stuff. Now, if you guys want to get into meditation and frequency, I got some insight for y'all. Hold on. As far as chakra frequency goes, if we're dealing with the throat chakra of it all, you're going to deal with note E. This is 672 frequency. And then the vowel sound is the long O sound. So whatever, hey Scorpio, how you doing, love? So whatever like sound you make with the long O sound, that's heavy on the throat chakra. That's effective. So O or go, I feel it. It's there. Anyway, as far as the color chart, when we're dealing with the throat chakra, we're dealing with the 672 blue. And the frequency is kind of like a lot closer. The wavelength is not as long or separated as it is at the root chakra. It's a lot closer than that. It's 490 to 450 nm, and that's the wavelength. That's what they measure wavelengths in nm. How you doing, Scorpio? As far as and you can also do cyan if you want to do like that lighter blue color, which is 520 to 490 nm. And then you can go from 490 to 450 nm for the dark blue. And as far as the light blue, the frequency is 580 to 610 terahertz. And the darker blue is 610 to 670 terahertz. As far as the solfeggio frequencies, the throat chakra healing is 741 hertz. And that's fun. So those are the different frequencies and colors you could deal with. As far as Mercury goes, Mercury is dealing with the C minor key, negative 27 octave. Yep. And because today is Wednesday, technically, crystals to have on a Wednesday is aventurine, mica, lavender, mint, and lemongrass are 2 herbs to have. Oh, I have a mint and lemongrass oil. That's what's about to go on my altar. What about me? I've been chilling. I spent the day finishing hair and reading. That's all I do is read. I don't really do anything else. But we started Jeb on the 20th, which was like yesterday. Today I didn't go to sleep yet. But Jeb is the energy of persistence, being reliable. This is the god of earth. Laughter starts, earthquakes, being faithful, open, sensitive, and shy. That is the Jeb energy in the season of a cat. And then when we get into the nakshatras, there are nakshatras associated with this energy as well. We get into like breaking down the actual like 30 degrees. So you have Uttada Falguni nakshatra. And that actually starts in Leo. It starts at 26 degrees, 40 latitude in Leo, and it takes up the first 10 degrees of Virgo. So for the first decan of Virgo, the cardinal energy of Virgo is here. And the positive aspects of the first 10 degrees of Virgo is calm, well-behaved, sympathetic, focused, reliable, and liberal. The negative aspects are restlessness, promiscuity, inconsiderate, bossy, stubborn. So if you have any placements between degree 1 and degree 10, this is the positive and negative aspects. So Hasta nakshatra goes from 10 degrees Virgo to 23 degrees Virgo. So now it pretty much takes up the whole fixed and a little bit of the mutable Virgo. So the positive aspect of this is liberal, wise, humorous, pleasant, attractive, and generous. Negative is restless, emotionally unsettled, mistrustful, nasty, and addictive. And then of course the last 7 degrees of Virgo. Now we're getting into the mutable energy of Virgo. This is the Chitra nakshatra. So this aspect goes from 23 degrees Virgo up into 6 degrees Libra. So we get into the first the cardinal energy of Libra here. Now the positive aspects are artistic, independent, attractive, highly spirited, and elegant. The negative aspects are self-centered, easily bored, conceited, quarrelsome, and corrupt. And keep it 100 with y'all, that's where my sun and moon is. They had that like 24th, 25th degree. And I think my Mercury and Venus is more at Hasta. At that like 12. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I got my notebook right here. I keep it 100 with y'all. Yeah, my sun and moon, they at 26, 29 degrees. So we over here at that self-centered. I am self-centered. I wrote it in a song. I don't care. And then my Mercury and Venus, they're at Hasta at a 9 degree and a 14 degree. And it's fun there. They're not in the 6th house though. That's my North Node up there in the 6th house of Capricorn. That's so crazy. I love rehashing the stuff that I be thinking. I'm gonna write about that placement in my diary tonight. What you do today, Scorpio? What you eat? I think we went through all things Mercury for real. Right now Mercury's in retrograde. We done retrograded back to Leo energy, so we're in that fixed Leo vibe of the retrograde. It's cool here. So you feel that fixed slowness happening. Coming back to the Hasta, coming back to that initial degree. Or was that I was talking about? The Uttara Falguni, the 26 degree to the 10 degree Virgo. So, we're coming back to that and moving backwards to Purva Falguni, which is also Leo energy. The positive traits to that is courageous, broad-minded, soft-spoken, active. Negative aspects are impulsive, vain, narcissistic, reckless, and vindictive. So you find yourself moving backwards in those spaces. Be careful. That's what I have for y'all in the Mercury energy. Now, if Mercury has a 3-month orbit back and forth, they have a pattern of work, routine, immediate plans, and Mercury also marks the seasons. We have 4 retrogrades of Mercury a year, and those do mark the seasons and stuff. Hey, Sarah, peace, welcome. Glad to have you here. We always love new people. Work out, run errands, a little bit of reading. That's what's up. I need to put working out back into my routine too. It fell out, and I've been having a hard time pulling it back in, but my body is starting to hurt. Mercury is where thoughts thrive, communication is heightened. This is when we get into the astrocartography sense of things. Writing a book, social energy, networking with people, commerce. So if you decide to reside where Mercury is at on your astrocartography chart, that is the energy you're going to get. Your thoughts are going to go crazy here. You're definitely going to want to talk to people all the time. People are going to want to talk to you. It depends on if you're on your ascendant or your descendant or IC MC line. It depends. Mercury moves about 1 to 2 degrees a year. This is the mental process. This is the calculation for your progressive chart. In case you guys wanted to know how the progressive chart moves. Hey, Earth Goddess, Peace Goddess, how you doing? If you want to know how the progressive chart moves, so Mercury moves 1 to 2 degrees a year. So I would just do like a little 1.5. If you want like something like super specific, then just do the chart. But if you want to do the math, like I'm 33. So for my natal chart, I would just move like 2 degrees at 66 degrees from where Mercury was when I was born. And that's where Mercury most likely is around about now. Or I could just do the 33 degrees, But mental processes and perceptions, how do you learn? What feeds you intellectually, social life, and studies? That's all Mercury vibes in the astrocartography and progressive realms. The throat chakra is associated with Tahuti, which is the god of knowledge, the moon, measurement, alphabet, thought, intelligence, meditation, the mind, logic, reason, reading, hieroglyphics, magic, secrets, scribes, and writing. So y'all, we can get into today's astrological report, and then I can do my readings, and then I'll let you guys be out. Don't forget, Mercury goes back prograde on 8/27 at 8:42 p.m. So for my spellcasters out there, if you want to catch that direct moment, I'm on Eastern Standard Time. And then giving you guys a heads up that Psyche is still in retrograde, but Psyche will be going prograde on 9/24, September 24th. We got a retrograde that's starting. Yeah, Uranus. Uranus goes into retrograde on September 1st at 9:38 a.m. So that's beginning. Uranus is never played around with us. So I'm not playing around with Uranus, especially when it goes in retrograde. That is the progressive pushes that we need to move forward. And it is a pusher. Also, to remind you guys that the supermoon, the next supermoon will be a partial lunar eclipse that's happening on September 17th. I am doing a virtual event on Telegram. I am making moves and conversations to have a in-person event happening on that day too in Philly. I'm trying to find a venue right now, so I'll have like a blend between in-person and virtual happening on 9/17. Cross your fingers, it worked out. But yes, the partial lunar eclipse is happening at 10:44 p.m. And that's when the moon, that's when the earth is between the moon and the sun. And it's nice there. I'll be having my solar and lunar return on my birthday. Everybody's a Virgo. Anyway, so that's all the information that I have for Virgo, 6th house, Mercury vibes for y'all today. Again, if you guys want me to expound on it more, I am doing a Cosmic Nobodies University in the beginning of October, where we'll be going through all of these things in way more depth. Excuse me. All right, so let's talk about the astrological report. We start the day off at a 97% wanting gibbous moon rising at 8:58 p.m. and setting at 8:19 a.m. We're in Pisces in the thought process with it all. Bringing us to that Olukun energy, the deep waters, aligning yourself with Mayat, making sure your heart is light as a feather is goal here. We are in Aquarius, sidereally in constellation. So happenings, revolutionary happenings, detachment from social norms, being unique, thinking out the box, all those fun things. We're in the 11th house with it. This is the Aquarius house with it. So focusing on people who detach themselves from society, detaching yourself from society, that all that might be on the forefront when Pisces and Aquarius come together in our moon. Sunrise at 6:17 a.m., sun setting at 7:47 p.m. The moon will be the smallest distance to the earth at 1:59 a.m. in like an hour. Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4, y'all. Vesta reaches max brightness at 5:19 a.m. Vesta is the asteroid that shows us what our passions are. Uranus has the best AM visibility. Ceres and Cause Borealis are a minimal angle at 12:24 p.m. Ceres is 5.6 degrees south. Observed at 9:04 p.m. with a 5.6 degrees south separation. The moon and Neptune. Cause Borealis is a star in the Sagittarius constellation located in the back of the Archer's head, which has given us the wisdom from the Oracle and Sage. And Ceres is the asteroid of agriculture and nurturing. What needs to, it's kind of like as above and below or as within. So it's more as a within and without type thing. When you think about what you need to nurture your garden, it's also what you need to nurture yourself. How you doing tonight, Sunshine? You doing personal readings? I am. If you would like a personal card pull, I'm also about to get into the modalities. I am. Let me know if you would like a personal card pulled. I got you. Also, the moon and Neptune are a minimal angle at 5:37 p.m. The moon is 0.2 degrees south-southeast. Conjunction at 5:27 p.m. with the moon being 0.2 degrees south. Occultation occurs. Occultation is like a fancy word for eclipse, but we don't use the word for eclipse because the sun is not involved here. But it's the same thing. Observe at 9:37 p.m. with a 2.7 degree east-northeast separation. And I actually can see the moon and Saturn outside. Like I could see Saturn and the orb of the moon, which is really pretty because the moon and Saturn are in conjunction tonight. So tomorrow night we'll have that moon and Neptune. It'll be a great day or a great evening for like grounding, meditation, manifesting, speaking to the other side. Whereas today was like a lot of like rooting yourself, like you know how we're rooted upward into the physical world. It's a lot of like that equal, like bringing the cosmos to the physical world was heavy today. You know, rooting yourself in your intuition and what you think to be and stuff like that. But it's been pretty cool. Like the moon, you know, we had the full moon on the last day of the second decan, and it was a waxing full moon too. So it was like building. Now we're at that waning full moon, and that, you know, we're cleansing and getting rid of things. And we started off with a moon to Saturn, so we're starting at the root with it. So like I really like the alignment of how the moon is like making its way through our root chakra, being, you know, starting at the full moon at our root chakra and working its way up through our sacral right now. That's pretty dope. I'm here for it. So let's pull cards for you guys. I guess I will start with my Earth baby since the moon is with Saturn and we talked about Mercury this whole time. As far as my Earth babies, I hope you guys are doing well with Mercury being in retrograde. But, you know, still moving in this space of flexibility, especially right now because the sun is in Leo on the tropical, the Vedic, and the Draconic right now. So we have mind, body, and soul sitting in that Teparet of being confident, courageous, and brave. And for you guys, I know it's hard for Earth to be moved, especially for my Taurus babies. But being more confident and courageous is definitely on the forefront right now, especially for like the warrior in the Virgo, the stubbornness in the Taurus, especially when the Taurus is stubborn and worrying, and then that Capricorn leadership, like have some confidence in what it is that you're trying to do, you know, instead of keep, you know, you're going to keep editing things you didn't even try yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't keep doing that. Trust. I keep telling y'all, I'm David Ruffin, and the cards is the backup singers. But yeah, trust on the 8. 8 is a number of confidence and courageousness. That's when we're dealing with the solar plexus chakra here. This is the 8. Trust. You got to trust what you know. You did the work. You know what I'm saying? You're going to keep. I'm going to speak to y'all. I swear to God, I'm speaking to myself. It's so annoying. But the trust is on the forefront here. For real, for real. I have no idea what my dog is doing. Scooby. But it just sounds like he's just doing the most. We have the reverse 6 of Pentacles. Oh, and I told y'all earlier, 6 is associated with Virgo energy. The first one is a good omen. But we're moving in the 6 of Pentacles. So we're moving in that space of having organization and stuff like that. Please excuse my dirty nails. I dropped powder everywhere. It's really maca root and lines mixed in my nails. It's dirt, but it's good dirt. I hate dirty nails. But yeah, so we have the reverse 6 of Pentacles. That is, you know, moving into that space of good omen in our physical world. But we're not there yet. You know why? Because we're not trusting yet. We're not trusting our abundance. We're not trusting what we're doing, what we're applying in our 6. Our 6 is our health, wealth, daily routine, our moral and integral code. You know what I'm saying? So we want to trust the things that you're putting in your schedule, trust the things that you are like, you know, managing, organizing into your space. David Ruffin in the cards, the background is funny. Thank you. 178. I'm born on the 17th. Really? Saturday was our 888. That was 817-8. That was cool. 17 is a good number. I was born on the 19th, so yesterday was my day. Ooh, the high priestess, and I also have her in reverse. Okay, my Earth babies. But this is not Earth season yet. We're not in Virgo season yet. We're not in the energy of the harvest, and I know that can be disheartening. But what's happening is this is the time of invocation. Like, you guys still have the ability to manifest and create things in your space. It's just not going to happen yet. Like, the same moment that you like plant a seed, you're not going to smell the fruit. You're not going to eat a mango the same day you put the seed in the ground. In fact, you know, mangoes take a whole lot longer than, like, you know, tomatoes. You know what I'm saying? But when you think about what tomatoes grow on, they grow on these vines. And I'm not going to like throw shade at tomatoes because I do like growing tomatoes. But those vines are a lot weaker than the trunk of a mango tree. Okay? So if you're trying to manifest some like super big thing or whatever, and you think that it's going to take like a month or 2 weeks or whatever, that's not how it works. Now, if you want to manifest it, like, you know, I just need $1. I just need a sandwich. I know them shits has been coming to you easy. So like, You know what's coming to you easy and what's going to take a little bit more time. So let's be like a little bit more realistic with that reverse high priestess. You're losing your trust because you're trying to do big shit in a little bit of time, and it's not going to work that way. It's okay. You always get that card, the high priestess or the 6. Mango is a sweeter fruit than tomato. Just saying, for real. We want to grow mango trees in tomato timing, and no, only tomatoes grow in tomato timing. Okay, enlightenment on your solar plexus chakra. Enlightenment here, solar plexus chakra. That's coming back to the 8. That's coming back to the trust, because 8 is associated with the solar plexus chakra, the enforcement. But have that confidence and courageousness, because that's what the solar plexus chakra is in alignment with. How confident are you? How are you enforcing, your internal law, right? I agree with that. Yeah, we gotta have patience. Gotta have presence. Gotta have trust. And can't keep digging up the seed out the dirt either. You gotta trust that it's doing what it gotta do inside the dirt. You know what I'm saying? Because if you keep digging it up, you keep interrupting the growth period and stuff. You're not walking away from it. You over here whistling next to it and stuff. Get out. Get away. You planted the seed. You be watering it. Not move. let what's going to happen. Just be staring at the dirt. What you staring at the dirt for? Go do something with yourself. I swear when I'm talking to y'all, I'll be talking to myself and I hate it. Anyway, we're going to focus on our Chokma. This is Mars in Aries, more solar plexus chakra energy, but Chokma brings the wisdom, this second sphere, and the tree of life. Okay. But Mars in Aries bringing new beginnings to our solar plexus chakra. This is the 2 of Wands, finding balance in our action and our sense of action. So again, more solar plexus chakra energy, confidence and courageous is here to enforce the things that you wish to have in your space. So that's what I want y'all to focus on, my earth babies. Focus on that solar plexus chakra. Focus on that bravery, your ambition, your motivation. What got you going into this space in the beginning, because you want to stay in that frequency for real. When you start getting into that frequency of doubt be just as loud as the frequency of creation. For real. So you start going into doubt and you're spiraling off into doubt, and it's not growing enough, and it's not doing enough, and it's not enough, and I'm not enough, and we not enough. You're doing too much. And that frequency is going to change your channel. And now we're no longer manifesting what you want. And now you're just going to keep manifesting that doubt. Now you're in the doubt cloud. And now that's what you got in your space now. And I know that's not what you wanted. Good transformation. Oh, look, brought us back to the 6-9. And I was talking about the 6-9 earlier, because we're in the 6th, and Jupiter loves to be around the 6th. Sometimes it depends on, and then it brings us back into the womb. So good transformation's happening. Transformation also begins with that 8 of trust. Oh yeah, and just a reminder, because I forgot to read the top of the card. Focus on your moon and Neptune placement. So earth babies, it's not time for y'all to stay in the earth. Go into your moon and Neptune. I know Neptune be debilitated with the Virgo energy, but go into your spiritual, fantastical stuff, because that's what's really going to help you. And then I got the 69 for the great transformation. That's Cancer. So yeah, go into your spiritual self, go into your system of belief and trust and all those things, and know that you're doing the work and you manifested the things. So now that we did earth, let's do water. You've been seeing dragonflies all week. Dragonflies are good omens. Thank you for the follow, Carolina. Between dragonflies and in the beginning of the summer when I was going outside, I kept seeing praying mantises everywhere. They were popping up, and I'm like, oh, okay. I see y'all, homies. I gotta work on getting out of my hermit stuff. But I guess that's a lack of trust too. But yeah, let's talk about water. All right, waters. I know that we got 2 more days in this fire energy, and I know this can be a lot for y'all emotionally, like being in that anger vibe and stuff like that too much, but also experiencing the anger of other people too much and trying to hone in on what to do with that. I would say, make it motivate you. Put when you put the heat to the water, it kind of makes the bonds move faster. It facilitates faster movement. And I would just utilize it to facilitate faster movement within myself, get some shit done, rather than allowing it to make you be angry or misuse that energy or be overwhelmed or something. You can find constructive ways to utilize all this fire stuff going on. And then also being mindful that other people, especially if you're around fire energy or people with fire placements, that like they're under the fire, whether they know it or not, and they could be spewing that fire out at you, and it could be intentionally, but it could be also ignorantly because they don't know that there's so much fire going on around them. So just, give grace, give space. You can also give them a little information like, hey, I noticed that the sun is in Leo on the tropical, Vedic, and Draconic, and then Mercury is in Leo too. So I'm quite aware niggas is tripping. So you know what? I just want to let you know that you might have some fire placements. You might want to get those in check. You're welcome, goddess. You can always, spit those ones and twos out to somebody, and whether they use it for their threes and fours, that's up to them. But at least you get to spew it out, and you get to do it in a nice way. Rather than holding in that heated water, because you definitely don't want to hold it in either. That's not good for y'all. I got 2 cards for y'all. I got the Moon and Pluto. Okay, insight. And then I got Pluto. Oh no, it's Pluto, Neptune, and Jupiter. Ooh. So you got community and rebirth. 4, 8, which brings us 12, the ones and twos that y'all fit in the spread. So this one is the community one. I like this. This is Moon and Pluto. My Scorpios and my Cancers. See, my water babies. Y'all be mindful of how y'all integrating with the community. Because like I said, some people is on that fire shit. You know what I'm saying? YouTube always doing me crazy. But yeah, people be on that fire stuff. And you just allow it to motivate you, put you in good spaces, whatever, rather than allowing it to like push you away and stuff like that. And then we have you're a Pisces, good, because we have Pluto, Jupiter, and Neptune on this one. So you have transformations and empowerment on what's going on in your sacral chakra, because Neptune and Jupiter rule over your sacral chakra. And this is rebirth. So having rebirth to that space of joy, where your nerves are. What your nervous system tells you, your alignment with Mayat, definitely having confidence to implement that and stuff like that is heavy there. Again, don't let other people's energy fire you up. It's not necessary. Not necessary at all. Don't do it. Go find something else to do. That ain't it. I don't care. Ooh, the Ace of Cups. Okay, my winter babies. Good news coming to you. Good things coming your way. This is a good one. Good news coming to you guys. Somebody having a baby. Got community and rebirth. Somebody's bringing a new addition to their tribe. Somebody's adopting somebody. Somebody's having a baby. Somebody's bringing something new to the circle. My Mars and Sun are at 26 degrees apart from each other. With what? Oh, the sun above us right now and your Mars are at 26 degrees. There's balance on your sixes. Two of Cups. I guess we're gonna keep doing cups for y'all. It's okay because the cards know we talking about my water babies. So somebody not getting along, but you do have good news coming though. It's still good news. Something's being brought to the community, but it is still some like riffraff here. Again, like I said, don't get caught up in other people's fire energy. Like if you have knowledge and you have that intuitive spirit and you really know what's going on, like why even, hey Sagittarius, peace goddess, why even allow somebody else's energy to like pull on yours in that way? You need to seek balance in that emotional space, even if that's you, even if that's your masculine self, your outer self and your internal self, your emotions and stuff. If they're not matching up, make sure that they're matching up or whatever, because that's what's going to bring that rebirth, But I don't know why I just really feel like that's a baby, because you got community next to it and it's on the 3, 4 and 8. That's 1 and 2 and 2 and 3. Pluto is sex and procreation. I don't know, buddy. Sound like somebody's having a baby. It could be an art baby. It could be a business baby. It could be, but I'm feeling baby. Somebody's bringing something to the community and it's a little issue there or whatever. But again, it's a part of the game. Your moon is at 20 degrees. Expansion. Expansion on the throat chakra and communicating things in existence. This is further supporting someone's having a baby. I don't know. I'm stuck on it. I'm not leaving there. It feels right. Giving birth to something. Something's happening here and we like it. Well, it ain't me. Oh, these are the water. If you got some water placements over there, my Pluto was in Scorpio. I hope I will be having an art baby in that area. That would be dope. I need a business baby. That's what I need. King of Cups. We're just going to stay here. We in the Chokma. We in the second sphere. This is fire, water. See? I told y'all my cards is backup singers. My water babies. Don't get caught up in other people's fire. Chokma. Give grace, right? King of Cups, being in charge of your emotional energy, being in charge of your intuition and all those things. We love it here. Your goal here is balance. You want to find balance and harmony with your Mars and your moon with the sun and your experiences. So you're going to come across a lot of experiences that want to call you to be balanced, and your ambition and your triggers, your angers, your emotions, Feel good. Hey, Mr. Green Thumb. Fair treatment. Fair treatment is here. And we have this at a 3-1. So creation and emotions and taking that initiative energy with that. So I don't know. I'm stuck on baby. I don't know about y'all water babies, but I feel like I'm stuck on baby here. You got Pluto sexing it up with the moon. You know what I'm saying? That's the community. Then you got Pluto over here sexing it up with your sacral chakra. That's Jupiter and Neptune over here. And that's the rebirth card. Then you got the Ace of Chalices. Good news happening. 2 of Cups. So it's not good news for everybody. Somebody gonna be upset. Peace, Mr. Green Thumb. Expansion. And then it's a lady pregnant. Further, babies happening. Something that y'all manifested is coming. And somebody hating. But, fuck them. It's going to be an art baby or a business baby or something like that, but it's definitely something that's adding to the community and your space and places, and I fucks with it. It's going to be some fire energy that's going to be hating on you, though. I'm letting y'all know right now, some fire energy. But like I told you, you already know what it is. All that fire going on, everybody engulfed in the fire. They don't know how to really communicate certain things right now. And so you got to give them grace. And if you want, you can give them the 1s and 2s. Like, I recognize that there's fire. And you got your energy, and that's okay. How's night going on? What was I reading today? I listened to a lot of videos by Robots Patriots. Scooby. Talking about how to fill out a 1099A. That's where I'm stuck at. 1099A. How to fill them out and where to send them to. Because everybody keeps saying different stuff. And it's pissing me off. And that's why that first reading was for me, low-key. Because I've been just over here hoarding knowledge. I bought all the things. I've been doing this for like 4 years now. And I still won't. I've done it as far as nationalizing myself. But when it comes to like actually exercising stuff, I just don't feel trust. I'm so scared. I don't know what I'm scared of. But yeah. Anywho, let's go to my air babies. Air, that's Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. The heart chakra, the throat chakra, and the root chakra rooted upward in the cosmos. What is this? Oh, wrong side. For my air babies with all this fire energy, just do it. I know, right? Just do it. I was sitting here like, what do I need to know to feel comfortable with what I'm about to do? Because I know a lot. Like now at this point, when I'm listening to videos, it's like, oh, here we go again. But it just be that one piece of information. It's like I'm looking for information to contradict what I'm doing. Like, aha, I told you somebody was gonna say something. Like, fuck. I don't know what that is. I'll get better. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Anyway, My air babies. All this fire going on. Y'all be instigating, and I'm gonna need y'all to chill on this fire. Y'all the ones on the side egging stuff up and going back and forth, and you think it's funny for other people's fire to be going off, and I want y'all to be careful with that because it's a dangerous game we play. Leo energy is the energy of the dramatics. They love the dramatics, and y'all love to communicate and socialize. So be mindful of the communication, the socialize, and then the back and forth with people's fire energies, because y'all be creating California forest fires, and stop it. We got teacher. Okay, I fucks with it, air babies. You got the moon. You got a wolf howling at the moon, putting air in the moon. This 33, the master. A master number, the master creator. Being mindful of the energy y'all spreading through. This is Jupiter here. Generosity, optimism, and the wisdom from the oracle and the sages. Everybody loves the air. Everybody needs the air. I can see y'all teaching during this energy, like transferring the fire in a positive way, in a calm, controlled way, instead of imbalance. But I felt imbalance more than I felt the balance. But that's just me. I also got I got fire energy too. But yeah, y'all can definitely do the transference of fire vibes. We got the 5 of Wands. 5 of Wands. So 5 is the number of adventures, curiosities and stuff like that. 5 will also take you to the Tippereth, which is Leo energy, and Wands is a fire energy. So making moves on the 5 of Wands, putting yourself in the space of adventure, putting, satisfying a sense of curiosity, something that you want to do, embark on it, 5 also brings you to a space of intellect, because 5 numerology speaking can also expound on that teaching vibe. You want to teach something that you guys have experienced. So what have you experienced, my air babies? Because that's what y'all want to speak on. That's something that y'all should be speaking on. Y'all should be teaching to other people. That is the energy you should be blowing forth on that 33, which is cool. We got the King of Wands. Okay, so y'all just gonna get fired this whole time. I told y'all was over here spreading fire and stuff like that. But y'all could be spreading fire in a new realm. But y'all can also be being messy. This is the card of messiness, okay? You see how he got the girls behind him with the mask on, little serpent situation going on and stuff like that. Be mindful. Don't be spreading this kind of energy around with the rumors and the social and stuff like that. If y'all gonna be, teachers, do the teaching. Just be mindful of how you spreading this fire around, because especially for my Mercury Geminis, Gemini Sun, Venus Gemini, those kind of placements, you guys, heavy here, heavy with the spreading of the fire. Just make sure that it's for a good reason. It's for a good cause. Don't be messy. I felt the messiness before I felt the teacher. Faith. And we have the faith coming from the third eye chakra. It's still more little airy dude in the middle, giving us that Libra vibe. Y'all be knowing. Y'all be everywhere. Look out for a Gemini. Gemini finna act up. I don't know why Gemini came to my head, but a Gemini finna act up. And Libra about to be in the middle of somebody's mess, somebody's fire mess. They gonna get punched in their face. And Aquarius over there instigated. Felt it. We got the sun in Scorpio for y'all. This is Tippereth, coming back to that heart chakra. Again, be mindful of this fire, how y'all spreading this fire, what y'all spreading it with. The sun in Scorpio, transformational experiences happening here, experiences making you enforce your celestial government. I just said the 3 things I said was going to happen, and then pull a sun in Scorpio. Do you do anything other than cards, or do you got the gift of everything? I do astrology chart readings, and I do numerology chart readings. I also do therapy sessions. I got a background in psychology. And I can either do it traditional or I could add the astrology to it. It's up to you what you want to do. But yeah, that's what I do in a nutshell. I also make positive affirmation music. Oh, and I make crystal jewelry. I be forgetting about that. I also bless people's homes and offices. I'm good at that too. Fair treatment. Oh, you got the fair treatment card too. Somebody gonna get some good news. So while my water babies is over there getting their having their little earth babies, their art babies, their business babies and stuff like that, you over here being the butt of somebody's look back. Y'all really be careful how y'all spreading this fire. You could definitely spread this fire on some teaching shit. Spreading the good word, being positive and stuff like that. But I only put one card on that round. Everything else was like messy, messy, messy. And I want y'all to be mindful of this messiness. See my guys fighting in the fire? See my guys over here? Yeah. Stay out of that. That's none of your business. All right. So now I got fire. What's up for the fish? What fish? So fire, that's Sagittarius. That's my Leo babies and my Aries babies. So I already know y'all having a great time being confident somewhere half naked under the sun. I'll just let y'all know, just start preparing yourself, start organizing yourself for the equinox. The summertime is fun, but it's time to start wrapping some things up and starting to be a little bit more responsible. You should have been responsible, but I get it. Fire makes y'all act up. It makes y'all lose sight of the stuff that's supposed to be in order, and that's okay. This is usually the cycle to do that, especially with Mercury sitting in retrograde, giving y'all a taste of what y'all keep doing every year. Hopefully this year you learn a little bit earlier. Don't wait till the 27th to get your life in order. Get it together now. Organization is key. Management energy is key, especially to my parents out there and my people that work. Joy. We have Venus and Pluto here. Sexing with our heart chakra. Y'all looking all pretty, just enjoying the sun, enjoying the fire. I know y'all having a great time. I see y'all having a great time. Y'all just over here living y'all best life with this hibiscus. We love hibiscus. I love hibiscus tea. It's a great time there. Hey James, how you doing, love? Welcome. Make sure you tap my screen, please. I'm doing readings. Are you a fire sign? Do you have any planets in the 6th house? Hey, do you have any planets in the 6th house? That's what we were talking about earlier, the 6th house, and how placements in the 6th house can be like debilitating. Oh, you missed my water reading. You about to have a baby, bro. So we're gonna have some type of good news is coming to you, though. You're giving life to something, whether it's an art baby, an earth baby, business baby, but definitely something bringing expansion to your life is happening for you. So congratulations ahead of time. Hey, big time. Bye, big time. So this is for my fire babies over there basking in the sun, having the time of your life. 8 of Swords. You got the alligator on your head. Moving in that confidence and courageousness. Solar plexus chakra on deck. Y'all ain't playing. Y'all really feeling yourselves right now. Like, this is my time. This is my season. I won't buy shit. I don't care what y'all talking about. You can't really say too much to a fire sign right now. Trust, I know my son is a fire sun and moon, and I can't say shit to him right now, bro. He's been on 1,000. He about to catch one of these hands. What's going on? You're a Libra. You are air. I just did the air signs. I told you guys be careful around all that fire that's going on around here. In fact, I said Libra. Y'all probably over there. Somebody getting their look back on you. Somebody over there. Be careful being in the middle of somebody's fire, because I feel like y'all is the whipping boy or the scapegoat right now on some nonsense. Move away. Not too much now. You got 4 cups. See, more joy. She's just over here having the time of her life, balancing her cups. I already said it. I could see y'all. Y'all having fun. Even when you don't think you having fun, you still over here having fun. You on your shit right now. And if you don't think you on your shit, you need to trust that you on your shit, because you is. You doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. I'm just telling y'all right now. Start organizing yourself, start managing yourself, start preparing yourself. What is it that y'all want to manifest under this equinox, under this eclipse energy when we get to this 9, you know? Enlightenment. Oh, you guys got the enlightenment too? Who else was it that got the solar plexus enlightenment? Oh, Earth. Earth got the solar plexus energy too. So did y'all. More enlightenment in your solar plexus chakra, you know, your space of enforcing. Oh, we're dying over there. Your space of enforcement, you know, control, your alignment with your internal law and Mayat. It's all important there. Then we got the Four Swords. This is Jupiter in Libra. Okay. We're focusing on your chesed, which is your mercy space. Okay. So generosity and stuff for your space of balance. Four Swords, finding balance in the things that you know, implementing those things, manifesting with those things in that space. Again, coming to that space of organization. Jupiter in Libra, balance on that joy, balance on that sacral chakra. I keep telling y'all, you know, we're having fun. We're doing a lot of fun things right now, but be mindful, be careful. You know, you want to have that balance. And this is my last card for my air babies, and I'm going to close y'all out. Card jumped at me. Fortunate trip. More fun, y'all. More fun. Fortunate trip to my fire babies. Again, y'all having a lot of fun. Y'all sitting in the sun. All this fire energy is in your favor. You're having a good time here. You're in a space of joy. You got the 8 of Swords. You know what's up, and you feeling forced, and you feeling enlightened in all that you're doing. You know, you're having, you know, stability in your emotions and stuff like that. Even if you're not that stable, you being stable in your instability, and we love it here for y'all. You enlightenment, which is solar plexus chakra, and coming into that Four of Swords, which is stability. Again, to your knowledge, ain't too far off from your 8 of Swords. It take 4 fours. Take 2 fours to make that 8 of Swords. So, again, calling for that Jupiter in Libra, because I did pull this card in reverse. That Jupiter in Libra, finding balance on that sacral chakra. Like, I know you're having fun, but just remember that Virgo is right around the corner, and Virgo gonna make you tighten all that up. You know what I'm saying? So, have fun. That's what I got for you guys. I did all 4 modalities. I really enjoyed doing this. We talked about Mercury very heavy with the 6th house energy, and we touched on Virgo a little bit more. Next Wednesday, we'll probably, you know, expound on Mercury and get more so into the Gemini vibe of things. We'll see. Peace. Welcome, Sag. Oh, go over the last 2 cards because I know you left. We had the Four of Swords, which is the Jupiter and Libra. Again, finding balance to your sacral chakra, to the things that you're finding joy in, and then a fortunate trip happening. So enjoy your trip, have fun, enjoy yourself. That's what we have. So yeah, so next week we'll probably really go over like Gemini and 3rd house and stuff like that. But again, if you guys want to expand with me in detail, I am starting Cosmic Nobodies University. I am open for admissions and going over the payment plans and all that stuff. If you would like a consultation with me to figure out, you know, how we can fit this into your schedule and your life and all that fun stuff. But classes begin October 1st, and we'll be digging super deep into, my other phone died. We'll be digging super deep into these placements. I will see you guys tomorrow night as we talk about Jupiter, and because Thursday is ruled by Jupiter, Obatala. And we'll get into, you know, the 9th house and all those fun things. Please bring your charts with you so we could talk about the 9th house, any Sagittarian placements you may have, any questions that you may have in alignment with that. Yeah, that's what I have for y'all. So peace, y'all. Thank you for coming in. Thank you.